Smack from Impact. No elims yet. Almost had the one just moments ago. Didn't quite pull it off. Conrad picking Robic off the feed down to 35. The zoom goes down. Another player goes down. Pistola actually takes out Young Beast. You see in the feed in the top left. That launch pad is a death zone. Do not go there, and Smack is asserting he's going to have to pick up someone on the rotation and try and take advantage of their materials. Looks like he got a big hit from Scope before he jumped into the rift.
He has no build. He has to make a play and get the elimination. He did exactly what he needed to.
Campfire straight into minis potentially as a baller rolls through the box.
With that green AR, we already saw what he can do with it. Looking to 150.
A banana.
Okay, Smack. We see you. We see you. Totally meticulously playing. Oh, easy pump shot onto Sarah while he tries to glide in to try and take that high ground. Now looking to follow it up. Yeah, looking to get aggressive. Replaces that wall. Oh, waits for the edit play.
I don't know if you caught that. Smacked. Thought he got ownership of the wall, went to try and edit. If you watch his aim went left to right real quick and didn't actually edit. He thought he got it, but his opponent was too fast, so he waited and baited the shot instead. Conrad getting picked on the drop there. Smack from above, down to 100. Did not realize there was another player up above him. He's got to go for these 4 minis as the storm is going to apply pressure.
Players on high ground, if they don't have something to utilize to get low, Smack recognizes this, looks to waterfall down a little bit, is going to try and pop another mini, able to get it off. Karis on that super high ground, but Smack's sitting on 6 eliminations, 38 points, only to get taken out by Epsi. Epsi's first elimination this game.
Cole all the way to the bottom. 4 players left, my apologies. Karis drops in from above.
The high ground. Cole by himself.
Cole's all, he's hanging out, down out in the open. Multiple players dropping in a free loot drop there and a launch pad. Doesn't have to take it because now the time beam these players out of the air. Cole, this is your game to win. 1 down, 98. What's the second, and he gets it. Cole with the victory royale.
Yeah, and that's not a position that you want to be in. He hits all his shots. He is absolutely exceptional. He does have access to that gold silenced assault rifle too, which he's going to be able to take advantage of, and has this redeploy. So anytime he gets knocked down off that high ground, he can easily glide down and then take that high ground again right away.
Quick rebuild, and he's basically back right up where he was before. Look at the right side. More shots. That might even be the same play. Quizza goes down. Indeed. Another elimination for Tfue with 30 points, and there's still players on the right.
Applied that mini shield. 13 builds, so being able to make that rotation. Oh, we also have Hogman in this lobby as well. Flossin is here too. Just a big stacked lobby in here. It's going to be really interesting to see what this super late game looks like.
I have a chance. Good luck. Kayshawn goes down. Excel's picking up another 50 there from the Siphon. Flintlock might
looks like he reloaded it too, so maybe we'll get to see a Flintlock play. Now we're coming in on spectating Tfue, who still has the bush. Nobody has taken a shot on him since we stopped watching him. Doesn't lose the bush to the storm. He's able to stay in the zone, not get ticked from that, and looking to take the high ground again.
There we go. The bush is gone. Get it back to 140. One Siphon put him at 190. The storm all the way down, stuck just on the outside.
Does make it in the top 15, will get placement points for that, but is unable to get that the victory royale. Clicks now. RPG does so much damage on these players.
Right now, Clicks opting to deal quite a bit of damage on the ballers. Vindeki caught by the rocket. Shots from above, though. Clicks has to backpedal just a little bit. Very important in close range in the same box, but he's not gonna keep going. He's got to wait, bide his time. He does have 2 minutes he can pop. He's so exposed right now. The rocket underneath, 115 gets the elim. Clicks picking up the Siphon. 9 eliminations, 46 points, and there's 8 left in this game, Kitty.
Any elimination he can get, he needs the Siphon, he needs the resources, still has that RPG, doesn't use it, goes for the P9 or the mini assault rifle push.
Compact SMG, super important up close. I got you back, don't worry. Does opt to go for basically spraying the ankles out on Fajita. Stretch dropping in, takes that
Stretch was the one that took his high ground earlier too. It looks like he had a bit of a vendetta for him.
Launchpad right now would put you way up. You actually can hear players falling in.
Oh, Flossin right into his pump shot. Does go over top of those doors. I think it should be ticking on him now. Makes the edit play down, but he goes down.
Seam goes down. 4 players left.
Strong.
Fox, 2 elims. Gets clapped from the back. Taking that one, Stretch versus Trajectory. Trajectory with the ultimate high ground right now, and probably quite a bit of materials.
RPG, though.
Dropping in the redeploy Trajectory right above Stretch. Stretch ticking the zone. Trajectory just has to build and gets the victory royale.
Wow, Trajectory closing that one out on a 2-elimination victory, sitting now at 28 points.
Steve's one of those dark horses I commented on, picking up an elim there. You have Perfect. Tilt recently signed to FaZe, part of those 5 players himself. Vinny, Diggy, Vorin, and Martaz all going over in the latest signing. The 3 NA ones being part of that controller gang, but Tilt looking to go on in. Heavy sniper through, finds the shotgun, finds the AR swap. Not an issue for Tilt. Nice elim. Dio is going to have to think about that one in his next kill. That first placement threshold as Tilt pops off 2 minis and now begins to look towards that backside of the zone, finds the player, hits again, great swap from the pump to that rare heavy AR to clean it up. The body shots taking it away, and now we're inside that top 15. I think it's another one, Cause Milk, who had just been able to...
These ballers do not harass them, because if you're an enemy and you're in a baller, that's the thing you're gonna do. It's like, I'm just gonna mess with your builds.
Rockets.
Yes.
Yep, there you go. I was going to say, he doesn't really have anything that would warrant him contesting the ballers anyway, considering, no, you can't get eliminations off of those players when all you're rocking is the heavy AR, the pump, and the heavy snipe. It's just too much waste of time compared to just what you're able to do. Tilt not able to capitalize there. Does Haughty 33 Furious, gets taken out with the boogie bomb, but now trying to find Source Carl as Tilt is now working his way around. The other side finds the player getting the heal off, does commit to the shield, but Tilt hits the second shot. Top 10, 8 players remaining.
Oh my
Hits the third.
God.
Carl going down there. Carl.
Carl.
No, not there anymore, sorry. Every point matters. JDW gets Luxier, but Funk trades it right back on him. We're into the top 5. Funk also gets Tilt. Nice little rampage coming out from him. Finds the toes of the player in the storm. Gets the trade out. It will come back over and player, and it's down. Picks that up. Coop Train goes down. Should have the health lead because the Siphon doesn't need a health lead. 100 Thieves elevate. Sit down. FaZe Funk in the house. Taking it out.
And it's okay that he just has the one, because I promise you, he's going to look to find opportunities for players rotating late with their backs to the storm, especially if they're taking engagements. So expect to see him rack up elims very, very quickly, especially like Sundown mentioned, from this high ground power position. I mean, look at him. He's literally just sending shots at everyone. You're flying around, okay, you're going to get dinged.
Yeah, and unfortunately, that player looks like he hit some form of bug or latency issue, and Daxter taking advantage of that. Unfortunate, but is something that happens. You see Daxter now working his way down from that high ground, able to end up getting some shots. Water gets just drilled there. Now Daxter trying to waterfall, ends up allowing us to track it down, and we've added a lot of information to that. So when you run into those issues, I know there's a lot of people end up calling it out. Let us know as well. The in-game report tool is a great way to help us get information as Perplexity gets information on the backside of the circle, picking up barcode K, barcode, and then rotating around, still looking for more fights and tons of mats from that.
And so now he's going to dive back down, maybe try to contest high ground, potentially. Yep. Oh yeah, he's going for it.
Wants to try and find that player who is super low, does drop on into the box and is able to convert. 5 elims now working his way back down. Also has the flint knock, trying to cover himself with the full metal builds as the circle moves back away from Tilted towards the stadium. Great spray shots, man.
Oh my, oh wait, what?
Red Cinema ended up taking fall damage from underneath because he got sprayed out and then ticked because Niddle did so much damage to him going through. Again, fall damage does bypass the shield, so Niddle doing enough there to get it done. So you have Niddle in the top right, Mojo in the bottom right, Niddle on ultimate high, Mojo on ultimate low. Skydiver gets taken down by Fred Bag there, but Niddle then immediately trades him out as Niddle also ends up picking up, no, does not get a regular on the low ground. Mojo trying to hit him with the point blank sniper, instead makes Perplexity meet his pump shotgun. Now it's just a 1v1 coming out here, Z.
That was absolutely insane. Now Niddle just has to try and lock this game out. He is on the ultimate high, but Mojo, like you talked about, is on the ultimate low. Take a look at the mats. They have plenty to work with. It's just going to come down to execution for both of these players. Niddle trying to just stay above him, maybe try to find an advantage if possible, some loot. That's not really a boogie bomb. Okay, now we're talking. This is scary. He's either going to boogie bomb him, no one, or both of them.
Yeah, and it looks like he's trying to find it,
Did he get
keeping
him?
enough distance.
Nope.
No, he didn't, because Mojo's hanging out in the storm. If he ticked off the storm anyway, it wouldn't matter if the boogie hit him. Great pressure coming up from Mojo, but now he needs to double back around. Mojo has to find the shot. Niddle has the HP advantage, and instead, no, Niddle able to connect with the shot there, take home the victory. Royale
in that what I believe is the mid-ground tarp right now, because there's someone up above. A nice shot over on Foxy. Now, can he find more, though? This is his first elim of the game, but he's going to definitely look to pick up more. The player's still in the storm. He is tracking very well. Oh, my. What a great flick shot there. Notorious going back.
Yeah, great work from him there, lining the shot up in line with where the player was going to diagonally tarp. So typically when you rotate in that circumstance, you put your diagonals out and then you put your walls. But if you don't cover your front, as Seduce was looking, you can get caught on the corner. And then RNG a little bit on his side there. Circle goes back over so he can go collect all the mats. Punishes Aguilar of E11 as well to get himself into the top 15. So Kitty Cats did get those additional 2 points, but Snood in a fantastic position now, Zeke. On the low ground, you have Sebi on the high, Riftmo on the mid-tarp exhibit now in the battle on the low ground. This is where things are going to get chaotic. Gets the wall replaced. Cyanic J-Fran is back and out of this one. Now 9 players left trying to break through whatever he can. Does have 75 builds, finds the first shot, gets the wall replaced, challenges on his left hand. No, doesn't re-edit the wall, instead closes out. There's still a player on the corner, but no, shot does not connect. AJ goes down. Okay for builds, not great. Should be looking down to try and put some rockets towards the low ground if possible, but right now you can see out of metal, switching over the woods, and there it is. They're trying to fire that down towards the low ground, find anything he can. Boom! Riftmo gets picked up. They have to be down there in that space at some point. If it's not covered, you'll sneak one out. Great 5th elim from Snood, as now he's going to drop down and try to drop Sebi, who gets a great catch, but Snood's trying to drop him again. It's 2 times back. Sebi eventually is not going to be able to catch it if Snood can keep the angle. Sebi trying to work his way down. You have Carson in the bottom right, picking up Fotnite. Now 1v1 Sebi on the high ground. Snood 1 level below him. Carson on the low. Snood has the HP advantage slightly to Carson, but gives it up there to knock down Sebi. Picks Sebi up though. It gets it from the siphon. It's all on Carson to hit the shot, and Snood says, "There's a reason I'm one of the best." The blue circle representing the shrinking storm, white indicating where that safe play space is, where you won't be taking that 10 damage per tick.
Ooh, very cheeky shots coming through. That player has no shields at all. We're going to see the clinger. No, wait. This is not... Wait.
Trying to sneak him in. Can you get him to drop it?
What is that angle? I just watched Sundown!
He put a cherry on top, and it was the clinger, dropped it down into the box. And don't go play Loot Goblin! Stop it, Posick! You're better than that! You are better than that! Don't go throw yourself into the firing corridor where you just saw 3 clingers and 2 different players fire at it. It's just not going to put you in a good situation. Hart picking up a great edit on the side there, and he will be able to pick that up cleanly. When you own the stuff, when you're playing on a stage like this, when you're playing for qualification spots or for your piece at a part of that $1 million prize pool per week, I mean, it's a lot of pressure. It's difficult. These decisions are hard, but you're still the best of the best. Somebody is going to win. Somebody's going to take that home. Somebody is going to absolutely eliminate out and win those victory rounds, get the high placements. You expect more out of that.
Keep in mind, Sundown, we're just now hitting top 25. We're just
Circle
now...
is almost closed.
We're literally just now hitting placement points. That's okay, Miggy. Goodbye, friend. I will think about you. But yeah, we're just now hitting placement points. That's how dense these lobbies are. That's how everyone is trying to make sure and maximize every possible moment, every second they're alive.
So instead, sometimes the best healing is just being super aggro. Gonna push his way into the box, edits down, and there's already ramps anywhere. So Keith trying to build his way out of it, but everything's built.
Get the slurp,
Everything's occupied, and there you go, Zeke. So happy there to drop the chug. We're into the top 15 as Brush picks up J-Mac. Hart picks up Infamous as well, and I mean,
but maybe he's saying, look, I'm just going to go full aggro here, so I expect to run into someone. I expect him to crack my shields, and I'll be ready. A 136. He should have saved the slurp. Didn't even need it. Hart's playing out of his mind right now. Ziff there in the high ground finds it in Elim. He's going toe-to-toe with Reyna, who's in the critical. Mikey as well as low. But look who's up above. Tfue yet again. How are we always in this position? Tfue just completely dominates the high ground. Someone called him the king of high ground, and I believe it. He's diving down Sundown.
So he used the rift. He used the rift just so he wouldn't have any fall damage, not having a redeploy this time, but always having something to make sure he can work bottom or top down, because he only has one build. So the loadout, 3 boogies, the epic pump, and then the rare suppressed SMG does have the ability to work through. Already sitting on 43 points from the 2 elims, and if he can get one more, he'll be in that last placement threshold. Trying to track through the storm, finds the 84 shot. Can he convert? Wants to push through, doing everything he can, holding forward, and in the end, it's the jump shot taking out Hart, who actually ended up inside the top 5. So now Tfue in the top right, Mickey in the bottom right after he picked up Calypso. Tfue has all the lead in the world. High ground, health advantage, shield advantage, gonna pop the slurp, so we'll have that ticking. Mickey is gonna go for a hero play.
He bugged his head! Go in! He's gotta close this out!
That's it. There's no way. He has to find an angle, and instead, yep, Tfue just gonna find whatever space he can. As soon as he hears the panic shots coming out from Mickey, that's gonna rush him. But 49 points. Every one of these games, every time a new score comes in, something changes. So we're gonna take a look in that top spot.
Oh my goodness.
In the number 1 is Clicks right after he came out, but Som got out of another match, and Tfue also got out of another match, pushing himself up to 49 points. So now, if everything stopped at the end, if this were the end, it's not. We still have more matches, which thankfully, because the spread minus Clicks is just taking off right there.
Yeah.
From 2nd down to 10th, 9-point difference. But if everything were done, as of now, Clicks, Som, Tfue, Niddle, Snood, and Stretch, because Dubs has already booked his solo ticket, would be going through. However, as we said, every single time one of these matches comes through, this whole thing changes, Bala. I mean,
yeah.
What do you think? Because this list now is stacked.
Yeah, one thing I'm seeing right now is right next to you, Clicks. 2 games remaining. He's pacing himself pretty well. I mean, there's about an hour left to queue, if I'm not mistaken, and so probably an hour and a half to play total. So Clicks is pacing himself. He might be missing out on that very last queue. But I mean, Som, you talked about how slowly he's playing. He's got 5, one of the most out of all this page. Absolutely stunning performance there from him, and he popped way up. You said last time the spread between 1st and even 20th was only 11 points. I would love to know what that is right now, but between you already said it, between 1st and 10th, it's not far at all.
I mean, to be fair, it's with the 2 games remaining, like any of these, if Hart gets out of the lobby and it's a 5 or 6 point game, all of a sudden he's right here and in knocking distance of all of these guys. So like the 2 games remaining, while it might seem like a minor thing, could end up being huge, because also some of these guys